Welcome to the XenGen product overview. My name is Leslie Ferguson Moore, and I've been part of the beauty, health, and wellness industry for over 20 years. I always remind my clients and my friends that without your health, there is no wealth. It is my pleasure today to introduce you to the CEO of XenGen, Mr. Rene Couch. Mr. Couch is a pioneer in this industry and has created not only an incredible business opportunity, but a fabulous team of experts to bring the fabulous XenGen product line to the masses. Today we will be hearing from our CEO and our Chief Formulator, Dr. John Taylor. Without further ado, Mr. Rene Couch.
Thank you, Leslie. Boy, it's very exciting to have you with us on this amazing journey. You bring so much tremendous talent and wisdom to XenGen. You know, Leslie, I'm looking forward to us working together and helping you reach your goals and helping everybody that you know, your friends and family, do the same. Listen, everybody, I want to welcome you. It's quite an amazing time here at XenGen as we launch this opportunity. You know, our mission statement just says to enrich and enhance the quality of lives for those we serve. Or more simply, as we put it, to provide you and your family and friends a way to be healthy, be wealthy, and be free. And today we have a very special guest to help us understand the significance and impact of our B vitamins that we're going to be bringing to the world. This gentleman has been a personal friend of mine, a business partner for almost 20 years. He's one of the most respected leaders in the field of natural health, nutritional, and enzyme therapies. He has a doctorate of naturopathy, has many international certifications and recognitions, and he's the head of XenGen's Medical Advisory Board. It's my pleasure to welcome to this call Dr. John Taylor. Dr. Taylor, are you there?
I am here, and thanks again for inviting me. I love doing this kind of stuff.
I know you do, John. We've spent many years working together in processes and products and companies, and listen, we're very fortunate to have you on the team. So let's get on to the XenGen B vitamins. As you know, we have quite a history of developing products, John, but talk about the XenGen B vitamins and what makes this product line so special.
Well, when I designed this formula specifically for XenGen, I wanted to bring out the cumulative knowledge that I knew of 20 years and that I had been taught by genius people that probably cover another 100 years of understanding natural science and natural medicine. So these are not the run-of-the-mill supplements. These are nothing you're going to see in Mother's Market or GNC. These are professional quality, professional grade, and have some very, very simple rules of natural science. We don't use petroleum chemicals. We don't use artificial colors. You use natural food concentrates to bring in nutrition. And these things have been in place for years. They always work. And if you don't waver from that quality, you're going to have really good success with what you're going to take and use for your family's health.
Yeah, absolutely. And the philosophy of following nature, following only natural processes, only using whole food vitamins, can you give us some more information on how you design formulas and especially the ones that we're working with?
If we start off with the first formula, it will be a good example. Our Be Healthy vitamin is a very multifaceted approach to overall health. In years of research and science, we've identified what things we can get once in a while and we're fine. And we've identified another group of nutrients that we have to have all the time, every day, replenish, replenish, replenish. These items fall into the category of whole food vitamins. Vitamins are actually enzymes that actually accomplish metabolic functions in the body. You have to consume those every day. Minerals that are going to actually also be catalysts that are in the body, and those are going to be required to be consumed every day, which accomplish metabolic functions, manufacturing cells, healing things, and moving the body forward even hormonally. Then you have to supply the body with probiotics, good guy bacteria. The good guy bacteria in our system 100 years ago were not being trampled on by our lifestyle. Grandma 150 years ago did not take a probiotic supplement, but yet she was not exposed to chlorinated water, antibiotics in a lot. Water was the most drank fluid in the country, not sodas. So the world has changed, and we have to be aware of that and then change along with it. So these probiotics need to be re-upped every day. Because we're killing them every day, you got to put them back every day. The other category then is enzymes. Enzymes are naturally occurring in every food on the planet. Doesn't matter whether it's vegetable, fruit, meat, fish. In its raw state, that food has all the enzymes in it to digest itself. When you cook that food, you kill all the enzymes, and then that food is not going to digest by itself. Our bodies can do about a 70-30 ratio, which means if we were eating 70% of all of our caloric intake, 70% was raw food, our body can handle the 30%. Bake your chicken, cook your potato, but 70% of your food has to be fresh, unprocessed, and raw, and unfortunately, we just don't do it. We've kind of succumbed to the marketing and the pressures of this world. Fast food, frozen food, cooked food, it's just, we're eating 95% that, even if we're getting 5% of really, truly natural, fresh, raw food. So enzymes, probiotics, minerals, vitamins, and these are some of the groups that you have to put in, and we do also along with omega fatty acid. All of these things have to be consumed every day, and we have to make sure that they don't just get down our mouth, but they actually absorb.
Yeah, that's one of the keys that we talk about a lot, and that is it's not just what you eat, it's what you assimilate. And can you maybe talk a little bit about how we help that process through our EA3 system?
Exactly. The EA3 system is a program that I've designed that is only for XenGen. We're the only ones going to be able to offer this. It is going to set things so far apart from the mainstream nutrition. Anything that we put out is going to have a custom formula in it to deliver this. The EA3 is unlike anything else. Let me use the example of nature. Remember, I didn't invent this. I am a good student, and I learned from geniuses. I'm grateful to be associated with them, but I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Man has looked at the bird to understand how to make a wing for an airplane. They have looked at the sonar of a bat to understand how to do navigation for ships. When we're looking to make the nutrition the best as possible, don't ignore nature. Go back to it, see how nature does it, and then do your best to copy that. And that's what we've done with the EA3 system. Let me use the example of a simple food that's complex and you all understand. If you take a banana and you're going to peel that banana and eat that banana is not just going to have one nutrient in it. It's going to have proteins, carbohydrates, sugars, fibers, fats, and minerals. Now, in a raw state, that banana also has all of the enzymes in it to digest every single one of those food substrates. They're all going to self-digest. All we have to do is peel it and eat it and mash it up in our mouth. All the enzymes get released. They start touching those food substrates, and it's going to digest and work. So now, if we were to isolate, say, just a vitamin, just a single vitamin from that banana, you're going, oh, good, that's a nice natural source of that vitamin from that banana. But remember, in the banana, it's got mineral cofactors and enzymes and everything along with that banana in there intact in a certain recipe to make it all break down and absorb. When we are going to choose for our supplements the nutritional profile that we're trying to put out and we're trying to give people to enhance their diet, to supplement their meals, not replace their food, we're trying to put back what has been cooked out and farmed out and left out by our natural diet. But to do that, you've got to put in the minerals and the enzymes, and these are the cofactors to make all that food substrate or those food ingredients break down, digest, and act normally. As a perfect example, complex food of banana, by itself, it's going to do everything we want. So when we're going to use the EA3 system, that is going to be able to simulate that. And the point I want to make is this is not one boilerplate formula that we just stick in everything. Every time I do an EA3 formula, it has to be custom. It has to be specifically for that exact formula we're putting together because it's always going to be different, and I have to make sure it's exactly tuned to digest, deliver, and make those bioavailable.
I love it. And as you know, with this EA3 system, we know that when people are taking our supplements and taking our products, they're not just going to go into their body, they're actually going to be assimilated. And that's what makes it so incredibly powerful. You know, I have a history of products like this that we've created in the past. They've done over, I've been told, almost $250 million in sales, and we're very, very excited to bring these out to the masses and share it with everybody. And so I'm excited to hear that. I want to ask this. What made you design the product Vitamin B Better? Give me kind of the history of that product.
This was kind of on a little bit of a personal mission for myself. When I was 36 years old, I was diagnosed with degenerative bone disease, and it already started having cervical arthritis to the point where I could not move my head from side to side. Was very confused, didn't know what it was. I was a young man. I, at that point, did not have a degree, was a kind of a natural guy, but really was still looking to learn. I went to a traditional doctor. They took x-rays. They said, you've got no curve to your spine. It's straight as an arrow, almost like you've been injured in an accident. And I said, well, I haven't been. I've been fine. So then they said, let's do an MRI. And the MRI finally showed conclusively that I had degenerating bone disease in my cervical, my neck area, that was causing the discs to thin out and spurs to develop, and the amount of inflammation and swelling and pain there was going to be bad. So I went to a specialist. They farmed me out to a rheumatologist. Now, the rheumatologist is a specialist in just arthritis. She ran me through 12 different medications, each one slightly stronger than the previous one, because she said, well, this is not doing it for you. Let's go stronger. Okay, a month later, this is not doing it for you. Let's go stronger. We finally went to 12 steps, and we got the last one, which was Dolabid, And that drug is designed to be taken 2 capsules a day, 2 pills a day. My doctor says you can't live on 2 a day. You are so bad, you're going to have 3 a day. It's above the recommended dosage, but with my help, I'll be through it. Wasn't real thrilled about that, but I had no choice. I was in so much pain. So then we were always doing liver tests to make sure I wasn't hurting my liver. I understood doing the blood test. Wasn't happy about it. Did the blood test. Well, then one day she said, all right, now we need a blood test today, but we also need a stool sample. And I was confused a little bit. I said, I don't know, that's pretty far from my neck. What do you need that for? She goes, well, the drug you're taking is so strong, you may start bleeding internally at any time. We have to monitor that because it could happen right away and be very detrimental. This was my epiphany. I said, I cannot start this drug road this early and live to be 80 years old or longer if I'm starting at 36 like this. We went back to school. I actually hooked up with Renee. And Renee says, look, we got some people we've assembled together that are really, really good, and they know what they're doing. This is talking about Dr. Stan Bynum, who was the enzymologist that helped me, Dr. Kim Shahani, the doctor who discovered the Acidophilus DDS1 strain, 50-year career in probiotics. These gentlemen taught me how to use enzymes, probiotics, antioxidants, and within 7 months' time, I was completely off those strong medications. As by this time it all gone through, I'm now about 38 years old. Well, 38 years old, pain-free, drug-free, doing fine. I'm now 60. I'm still not taking any medication for my cervical arthritis. I'm feeling great, feeling fine. And when I got into private practice after graduating as a naturopath, I was nutritional counseling. And the first thing I did was I assembled a program that would actually help with this product. And I gave it to my clients, and they were doing really well with it. And then later I put this into one bottle. So that's what the Be Better formula is all about. This is you can really affect somebody's health positively, and it was kind of neat, though. There's a second benefit to this that I don't think I even told Renee about. We know it's for pain and inflammation, muscle aches, joint aches, and whatnot. It's fantastic for that. And I'm thinking, well, the general people that might be using that are going to be in the older age class. There's a huge amount of research on the turmeric and the high curcumin in the turmeric that's showing that this actually helps prevent dementia, sharpens the brain, and actually can help prevent Alzheimer's. Automatic second benefit, if you already are hitting 50, hitting 60, you're getting a little creaky, and this is helping your pain, wonderful. But you're also going to get that second benefit of kind of staving off any dementia or Alzheimer's.
I love it. And, the other thing about this product is, I very simply look at it. If you hurt anywhere, you're going to want to take vitamin B better. We've seen thousands of doctors use a similar formula like this to help their patients heal up from the inflammation. What an incredible product. Now let's go on, Dr. Taylor, to something that I know you're very, very excited about. And, we all want to stay healthy ourselves, but many of us have pets, dogs or cats that we take care of. What about this vitamin B, a healthy, happy pet? What's that about?
This is a huge, huge industry, and I didn't do it to fill a huge industry. I did it because I love animals. I've always had dogs. I've always enjoyed them. About 12 years ago, I adopted a little girl. She was a miniature Australian Shepherd, and she was the runt of the litter, beautiful face. I took her to the vet just to check everything out. He goes, nope, she's healthy. She's doing fine. No problems, no issues. But she was not really thriving. She was about 16 pounds. He said she should be about 22 pounds, maybe 23, and she's just not putting on weight or whatever. Well, my wife and I knew what to do because we're both naturopaths. We actually took human supplements, our enzymes and our probiotics that we designed, opened up the capsules and put her on her food, digested the food better, repopulated her gut, built her immune system up, and pretty soon she put on muscle. She put on weight. Her coat is shiny, and it feels like a mink, like she's got a soft fur. And people saw this and said, wow, this is incredible what you've done with your dog. You should do this for all the dogs. This is why I made this Be a Happy, Healthy Pet. Now, remember my previous example about humans? We're a 70-30 split on cooked and processed food. All right? Our pets are not so forgiving. Unfortunately, our pets are 100% raw food animals. At no time will they go in the forest and catch a rabbit or a squirrel and barbecue. They're just not going to cook it. They're going to have 100% raw food. Now, when you don't give them raw food, you're going to start tearing down their systems, overtaxing their organs. There's going to be problems. Their nutrition will not be good from the very beginning, and they're actually going to start to cannibalize resources. The pancreas will get overworked, eventually can fail. And, of course, the pancreas is responsible for not only digestive enzymes, but it also makes the glucose-delivering insulin. So you're going to have onset diabetes later on if that organ fails, if that organ's getting tired and can't work properly. So with my pets, I made this tablet to be simple. I wanted it to be just an easy thing to do with no barrier to doing it. It's a full combination, full formula of digestive enzymes, enough to digest any possible food you could feed your pet. Kibble, canned, roll food, even those dog foods they're getting raw food, there's still a great benefit to have them do this. On the other side of the coin now, there's a full spectrum of 11 different probiotics. These probiotics are going to be integral to keeping the pet's health. Because remember, back to the prey example, when they're in the forest, in the wild environment, they're eating that fresh food, they're eating the insides out of that animal, which is full of trillions of bacteria. Well, we're stopping that. We're giving them sterilized food now. Kibble, canned, and roll-type foods are sterilized. No bacteria whatsoever, no enzymes whatsoever. So you're going to start to lower the colonies of bacteria in their gut. Drinking chlorinated water going to further kill them off. There is traces of antibiotics in the food supply, further killing them off. So with no re-inoculation, with no re-upping the bank account, and you're lowering it with the lifestyle of stress and antibiotics and chlorinated water, pretty soon the dog is going to be bankrupt, it's going to have disease, you're going to have problems. This way, with this Be a Happy, Healthy Pet, every meal, digestive enzymes to cover the digestion of the food, probiotics to re-inoculate the system, have those probiotics travel with the food to make better absorption and better use of things. The immune system goes up, and the lifelong benefits of this are immeasurable. Pets don't live as long as we do, and when you lose one, it's just tragic. I want to add years of life to every pet on this planet.
Great, Dr. Taylor. I appreciate your passion for pets, and I know many people, it's just like their children, and they're going to love using this product and sharing with their friends. That's an awesome concept. Next, let's move to the Vitamin B Fresh. That's got a great history. Tell us about that.
This is something that I have been personally using, since about 1995. It is probably the most versatile thing I have ever put in my medicine box. I keep it downstairs in the kitchen, and I'll tell you why that. I keep it upstairs in the medicine chest up in the bedroom. It is an oxidizer that is going to enhance the natural probiotic balance by killing off invading yeasts and parasites in our system. It's a very simple thing that it's using oxygen to kill off these yeasts. So what it is a sodium chloride solution, 2.5% solution in a bottle. It's a cobalt blue bottle, which protects it from sunlight. You want to put about 10 drops of this into a glass of water, and when you drink this, you won't taste anything. It's completely tasteless, but that is going to release into your system chlorine dioxide. Now, I know it sounds like it's got chlorine in it, like bleach, but it does not. It's just the chemical name for it. But the chlorine dioxide, the di is 2, the oxide is oxygen. So it's actually 2 oxygen molecules that are onto this chloride molecule. The chloride molecule is a mineral you'll find in celery. That's kind of why celery tastes a little salty when you eat a fresh stalk of celery. So with these oxygen molecules bond to it, it's a very, very alkaline pH. It's up probably around 10, maybe 11 on the alkalinity scale. When this touches an acidic environment, like even our skin or our stomach, it releases the ClO2, which is short for chlorine dioxide, and that is what actively will kill off parasites, viruses, and bad bacteria. The nice thing about this is, and I liken this to being organic gardening. When you do organic gardening, you want to put something in the garden that's going to make the tomato bush happy and grow good. You want to make something that's going to make the weeds kind of get weaker, but you don't want to put poison in the garden. So with the Be Fresh product, once these oxygen molecules break off, oxidize, do their job, and start sterilizing the yeast and killing all that out of there, all you're left with as a residual is a little bit of a chloride molecule, that mineral that's in celery. There's no chemical residue with this at all. So it's extremely safe. It has applications for both internal use and topical use. I've had people that have had athlete's foot for years, could never get it under control. They mix up a topical solution of the Be Fresh product and take a little gauze and cotton ball, dive between their toes, do it a couple of times a night, and it kills the fungus, and it actually helps. At the same time, then, they're drinking the water every day, about 3 glasses a day, and that's going to the inside, is taking the fungus out from the inside. So it's a twofold approach, and we've had people do real good with athlete's foot or different other fungal problems. So it's amazingly versatile, and we've got instruction sheets on how to use it different ways. Can be used
also for pets.
Those people, also for pets and for people. Because of the antibiotic situation with pets and the diet of pets, the yeast overgrowth is, I would say, almost the number one reason why pets have hot spots, fur loss, and itching problems because of the yeast problem. And now, between the probiotics in the Be a Happy, Healthy Pet and the Be Fresh, combine those together, you're going to actually be able to get those dogs in control. You can swab out their ears with a topical mixture of it. Some people even put it in a spray bottle and kind of mist it down the dog. They just wipe out the excess, non-toxic. The dog can lick it, can eat it. So it's an amazingly versatile product, and I'm so happy to put this in the hands of people that can use it and help the health of animals and their families.
Amazing. You know, I'm just so excited to bring this to the marketplace and have you a part of this, Dr. Taylor. These B vitamins, along with our other B vitamin, D-Inform, the book that our co-founder Bill Ross wrote, the head of Major League Conditioning Centers out of Phoenix, we're bringing some incredible products to the marketplace that people will definitely find value, find benefit, and be able to share with their family and friends. And I want to just thank you, Dr. Taylor, for your time today. Thank you, Leslie, for the great introduction. And listen, thank everybody for joining us. You know, at Xengen, we're very, very proud to be a part of this team, and we want to invite you to come join us and be healthy, be wealthy, and be free. Thanks.